What's up? It's your girl Brooke, back at it with another video, or should I say my first video. So today I'm going to be using the Morphe x Jeffree Star palette to create this look for you guys. So if you would like to see how I created this, keep on watching. So I did do my eyebrows off camera using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in shade medium brown. If you would like to see me do my eyebrows in future videos, please let me know. So I'm going to be starting off with eyes first, and for that I'm going to be using my P. Louise base in shade Rumor 0.5. Okay, so I put my base on the back of my hand and just taking a Morphe M432 brush, I'm going to carve out my brows and put it all over my lid. And I'm just taking another Morphe brush. It does not have a number on it, but it's just a little small tapered brush. And I'm just going to use this to blend out the base. So firstly, I'm going to be taking the shade Wake and Bake on a Morphe x Jeffree Star brush number JS13. And I'm going to be applying this on my outer corner and inner corner. Okay, now to deepen that up, I'm going to be taking the shade Nate on the same brush, but not blending it out as far. Now I'm taking the shade Fast Lane to deepen up the same areas again on the same brush. But I'm just going to try and keep this to my inner and outer corner. And now I'm going to be taking the first shade Wake and Bake on a Jeffree Star x Morphe number JS12. And I'm just going to blend out the edges a tad more. And now going back in with Nate on that same brush, just to make the green pop a little bit more. And now just grabbing a fresh blending brush, I'm using the Morphe M573 brush. I'm just going to use this to finally buff out the edges and make sure everything has a smooth, clean blend. So before we continue on with the eyes, I'm going to be putting some of my Tarte Shape Tape in shade medium just above my brows. And I'm using the same Morphe M432 brush. And now to blend that out, I'm just using a Beauty blender. So I'm just taking some of the Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm going to be applying this everywhere I want to put the shade Millions. So this I'm applying like a sort of triangular shape going up through my eye, up above my eyebrow. Going into the shade Millions using the same brush, I'm going to just tap this everywhere and put that glitter glue. So now I'm going to do the other eye off of camera, and I'm going to be right back. So now that both eyes are complete, I'm going to be going in with these Glam by Manicare lashes. These I just get from Priceline because it is the most convenient place to get lashes for me when I'm in a hurry. So the other day I stocked up on a few different styles. So before I apply my lashes, I'm going to curl and apply mascara because my natural lashes are very, very straight. And I like them to be very flush against the falsies. And the mascara I'm using is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I only own the mini, but she's cute. And the glue I use to apply my lashes is the Duo Lash Glue. Look how fluffy these lashes are. Like, honestly, they are so stunning. Cute. So I'm gonna zoom you guys back out again. And we are going to do our base. So for the base, I'm gonna be using my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. It's so sad because I'm so close to running out and this is so expensive. Buying makeup in Australia is honestly so expensive. It's crazy. I just like to apply this all over my face. I'm gonna put like the tiniest bit on my forehead, assuming we already did the concealer on top because of the little glitter moments. I'm just gonna keep this to where we don't have makeup. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm gonna be taking my Lancome Teint Idol Ultra Wear in shade 045. And just taking about 3 pumps on the back of my hand and using my beauty blender just to pounce it all over my face. And now for concealer, I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape in shade medium and just applying this to the high points of my face. For a bit of brightness, I'm going to blend this out with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 10 and use it on just the very tip of my beauty blender, so when I blend it out, it's focused more in the center. For setting powder, I like to go in with 2 different powders. One is the Laura Mercier translucent powder and the other is the Fenty Beauty Universal Invisimatte blotting powder. So the first powder, the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, I like to use to bake my face. So I use this everywhere that I crease or can get lines. And then everywhere else, I like to use the Fenty Beauty powder with an Exo Beauty powder brush. And I just pat this all over my face. And then after I use setting powder all over my face, I like to do a first layer of MAC Fix Plus. Okay, so once that setting spray has dried, I'm going to go in with my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I've hit pan. And I'm just taking that on a Exo Beauty bronzer brush and just applying this as contour in a way, because I like to bronze and contour using the same product so that I don't get the muddy look. I also like to use bronzer to blend in any foundation through my neck, because if it's a tad light, it can like blend it through. Even if it's a tad dark, you can kind of match and let it blend through. And then I'm just going to take a little bit on my nose. I have a very crooked nose, so when I contour my nose, sometimes it actually emphasizes the crookedness because it really shows like the shadows and stuff. So I've kind of stopped contouring my nose and more so just like to put a tad bit of bronzer on it just to warm it up. Okay, then I like to go in with blush, and I'm using the Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Flush Blush in Sparkling Bellini. And I like to take this on a Bhbeauty Dense Fiber brush. I like to go for more dewy blushes because it blends in with my highlighter a lot more and gives the skin a more dewy finish. And I normally like to keep this more towards the back of my cheekbones, and then I like to go in with a second layer of setting spray to soak up all the final powder and to have a sort of damp base for my highlighter to stick to. And while my base is still damp, I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sun Dipped Glow Kit in the shade Moonstone, and I like to just take that on a Morphe E22 brush or any sort of small fluffy brush and just apply this to my cheekbones. And I like to stop just under the outside corner of my eye. And sometimes when I do my highlighter, I lose a bit of my blush. So then I just go back in with my blush brush without anything on it and just use whatever is left over on the brush to reapply the blush. And then I'm going to take the same shade and do a little exclamation point on my nose. And I'm just taking a tiny bit just around the little pointy triangle things we got going on our forehead. And then on my cupid's bow and just down the bottom of my lip and a bit on my chin. So now that the base is complete, I'm going to go in with my Morphe X Jeffree Star palette yet again and just buff out my lower lash line using the exact same colors we used on the top half of our eye except the glitter. So first with Wake and Bake using the JS12 brush and just putting this all under, right across. I'm just going to do this shade very lightly so that it's more of a transition for the green, the darker green and the black to go on top. And now taking the JS13 brush, I'm going to take the shade Nate and put that closer to my lash line. Okay, and now taking the shade Fast Lane on the JS14 brush, I'm going to apply it with this liner brush and then blend it out with the JS13. So that's what the lower lash line looks like. So now for an inner corner highlight, I'm going to use the shade Welcome and take it on the Morphe E18 brush and just pop this right in here, just to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, and now I'm just gonna apply some mascara, Too Faced Better Than Sex, on the lower lash line. Okay, and because I don't actually own a liner pencil to go in my waterline, I'm just gonna take the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Weirdo on the JS14 brush and just put this on my waterline. Okay, and now for lips, I'm going to take the Colourpop Lippy Stick in shade Boys Town Cream. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Join the family. Turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I upload a post. For more behind the scenes style stuff, go follow my Instagram and Twitter. All the products used in this video will be linked down below along with my social medias. Thank you again guys. See you next week.